All right, so it is early February and it's cold for one, but number two is we're going to do a little crop tree release this afternoon on this part of our property. It was clear cut probably 25 or 30 years ago, and the response has just been basically all pole timber, poplar trees, but there are a few oak saplings scattered throughout. They're probably 20, 25 years old, but they're about my height. They just badly need some sunlight. So what we're going to do today, I had marked a few during deer season after the leaves had fallen off because oak trees were still holding their leaves, so they were easy to identify. So I carry some flagging in my deer pack, and as I was walking in or out from the stand, I'd mark them for this time of year. So what we're going to do is, we've got one marked right up here a little bit. It is badly shaded out by very large red maple, which we burn maple for firewood. So we're going to drop that tree. And in the process, to me, it's super cool because we're going to release the white oak, give it some more sunlight, help it grow faster and give it a chance. We're going to get firewood from the maple tree. The maple tree, we're going to flush cut it clean off. It will become a mineral stump. And then tonight, I promise you that there will be deer. We'll come back up here tomorrow morning, and I promise you the tops, the buds of the maple tree, they'll be all nipped off. So we're going to feed deer tonight. We're going to give this oak tree a chance to grow bigger and stronger in the future. We're going to heat our home with the firewood, which I love. We're going to get some chainsaw therapy in the process. And the trees around it are just mainly poplar, so we're going to just double girdle those and treat them with herbicide once we finish dropping the maple. But that's the plan, and we are going to execute said plan. So we've got everything we need. Chaps, gloves, safety goggles, safety glasses, helmet, most important thing, chainsaw. Let's go get her done. So here's our tree. This little white oak, you can actually see where this is a stump sprout from when it was cut years ago. It's actually a little bit taller than I thought, but it's completely shaded out by locust and poplar. And this big maple right here beside us is what we're going to cut, is what's shading it out the most. So that's what we're going to cut. And hopefully we do it safely and yeah, give this oak tree a chance. So that went well. That was a kind of a bigger tree than I actually thought it was, but it was great. And it just immediately opens up so much canopy, but there's still some locusts. This poplar right here is really out competing everything. So we're going to, I'm not going to cut all of them down. We're going to leave them standing. Just going to double girdle them, treat them with herbicide, and then this oak tree will be very thankful that we took the time today to run the saw and give it a better chance. We have our herbicide, just triclopyr 3, water, and imazapyr. Some people call it the Harper Cocktail. I call it the Cody Altizer concoction. Just kidding. It is absolutely the Craig Harper Cocktail. But yeah, double girdled it. I'm just going to spray a little bit inside the cambium layer, and this tree is dead. It just doesn't know it yet. And we have it. It's a dead tree that just doesn't know it yet. All right, so for the last few trees we're going to treat, instead of running the saw, we're just going to hack and squirt. And good rule of thumb is a hack for every 3 inches of diameter. So we're going to hack, and actually this is pretty, I use this hatchet because this is about 3.5 inches, so I'll make a hack. Good rule of thumb for me to know that I'm getting good spacing and not overdoing it, but actually making sure I get enough herbicide to kill the tree. It's important to keep in mind that even though you're just carrying around a hatchet and a bottle of herbicide, to always wear your PPE, especially goggles in a situation like this, and gloves in case your squirt bottle leaks a little bit. You don't want to get this stuff on your skin. Always read your herbicide labels. A lot of these chemicals in these herbicides, even if you're eye exposure, if you're not wearing safety goggles, as I am literally pointing the nozzle. But no, even though you're just using a hatchet and a squirt bottle, make sure you wear eye protection. Just exposure to some of the chemicals in these herbicide can cause eye damage. So you're never too cool for PPE. Never too cool for PPE.